Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Instructor 101 for outdoor instructors that want to make an even bigger impact on those that they work with. I want to have a quick chat about a post that I put up recently in the Instructor 101 Facebook community page, which is somewhere where I would kind of like test run a few ideas and thoughts and share them with a select community. But if you do want to join that, then please get onto Facebook. I'm sure you'll find it on there. And I want to share a video which I put out in response to a few of the comments which I made, which I thought raised a few interesting points, and actually it was worth sharing with the rest of the world anyway. So enjoy. Hey everyone. Just want to have a quick chat about the recent post that I put up about kids, groups, not necessarily kids, choosing to follow instructions, and whether it's about poor listening skills. So yeah, I'll just put it up now, and yeah, there you go. So I want to just put things into context a little bit about what it is I was trying to communicate, because I don't think the one sentence that I put there did it real justice, and it got some interesting comments back, and I really appreciate the feedback, which has been phenomenal. I really love it, and it's given me some food for thought as well, and there's just some bits that I want to clarify too. So yeah, I hope this helps, but yeah, please let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear it. So yeah, all good. So I want to talk about this more in the context of, you know, just something really simple. Okay, so I'm not talking about like running a climbing session as a whole. I'm not talking about like running an archery session. There are some clear defined things within any, like most sessions. Okay, so I'm not going to rule that and stand to your judgment. What I'm talking about is more simple instructions, things like please walk, please stick together with the rest of the team, or keep your helmet on when I've got mine on. So that's what I'm kind of discussing here. And I would take a lot of responsibility and try and account for as many factors as possible when I'm instructing and trying to give these instructions. For me, it's about communicating as effectively as possible. And within that, I need to make sure that I'm speaking down at their level. I need to be making sure I'm doing in an area which is most effective, and make sure the sun's not in their eyes, and put tools in place as well. That's really key. I really appreciate Rob for making a comment on that. Yes, we've got to put all that in. So yes, try and do as much as you can. And you know, as instructors, we should always be aiming to improve. And as for me, there is always a level of responsibility on how a group is listening and focusing on what I'm saying. That aside, there is also, I feel, a degree of responsibility on the group too. There is some degree, and I really want to make sure that it's clear. And sometimes I communicate that to a group by suggesting to them that, you know, like if they can all hear me and if they can all understand me, and I double check that, I go, okay group, just to double check, and you all understand what I'm saying, we're speaking the same language, or like all those different little bits, okay? There's no hearing impairments, just like that. So we've got a clear understanding, and it works in two directions. Great. And then I suggest that if they've ever been told that they've got poor listening skills, which can be quite common, especially in some school groups, okay? That aside, what I really want to put across is the fact that if they've been told that at some point, I want to suggest that at some point they might have just chosen to ignore the instructions instead. So going back to the keeping a helmet on, okay, so for me, what I'll set out as a rule is the group can take their helmet off once I've taken mine off. There's a clear, I've communicated that verbally to them. I have given them a visual clue as well as to when they can do that as well. So if there is an understanding there of that, then there is a point where they have chosen to take that helmet off themselves and chosen to ignore the instruction. Now, yes, maybe I could add one more little thing going, why we shouldn't. That's completely fair, and that, you know what, absolutely fine. But they will have chosen at that point to ignore the instructions, whether it's for safety reasons or whatever it might be, at that point. And I really want to try and make that clear within that smaller context. Yes, we should always keep striving to improving. But I do want to actually point out that, yes, there is some degree of responsibility on both parties here, okay? For me, a lot of that responsibility lands on the instructor. But there is some degree there that I think should be passed on to the group, and I think it's an interesting conversation to have with the group. If not, fine, I'll take it, and I really appreciate the comments, and it'll be really interesting to hear what your thoughts are on all this as well. And hopefully this video has cleared things up a little bit. But as always, to the Instructor 101 community, I really appreciate your comments and your feedback. It's been phenomenal, and I really appreciate your support as always. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, take care. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I would really be interested to hear what your thoughts are on the whole idea that sometimes groups just choose to ignore the instructions. If you agree, then please comment. If you disagree, then please, again, let us know. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more.